Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about progressions and the circle of fourths, or known as the circle of fifths. The way we're going to look at them though, it's going to be the circle of fourths. So, I guess as a prerequisite for this video so you understand what's going on, I recommend that you know your major scales. So, I guess that's really all that you need to do. Also, a good friend of mine from LGM that's also here on YouTube, name is Torch7. Great guy, has a lot of stuff on major scales, the intervals between the notes, and how to make up major scales. So if you're a little bit lost or you haven't tackled that yet, I highly recommend you can go to my profile and you'll see Torch7 in there. So yeah, check him out. Really good guy, has good information. So we're gonna begin with the I guess progressions, a little further in-depth look at them today. We're going to transcribe some songs so you can play them in any key, not just learning them how you hear them on a CD, because half the time if you learn it exactly how you hear it on the CD and then you go and play with somebody that plays in a completely different key, the pattern's not going to be the same per se, and you can really get thrown off. So alright, here we go. So we're going to direct our attention to my notepad. I've written up a lot of good information for you guys, and we're going to go from there. Alright. So first thing we want to do is look at, you know what? Before we get started, to get congregational songs in the progressions, I highly recommend this CD, Bishop G.E. Patterson and the Congregation Singing the Old Time Way. As you can see, it's a double disc, and there is a lot of valuable information. Also some good singing, good down home foot stomping, toe tapping singing. So, pick the CD up. If you don't have it, I'd highly suggest you, when you get a chance, you go to your nearest store and you pick this up. Alright, so I'm going to use this to block out some of the stuff that we haven't gotten to yet. So here we go. So first we're going to take a look at defining a major scale as a number, as the number system. So if you know your C major scale, you know that the first note is C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And what we do in the number system is we call those notes by numbers as they're pertain to the scale. So since C is the first tone, C gets the 1, the D gets the 2, E gets the 3, F4, and so forth and so on. So what the number system does is it allows you to apply the same ideology to any key without technically having to know what the note is going to be. You'll get it, you'll understand what that means the more you play. So this is the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to scroll over, and I've written down the key of E flat. E flat, F, G, A flat, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a major scale for E flat, major scale for C. I'm going to do the number system for the songs a little bit later, and then I'll pick up the bass and I'll show you how the number system keeps you alright in whatever key you're playing in. And you don't have to worry about, am I going to F sharp or G? You'll automatically pick that up as you're playing. So the next thing I want to touch on is the musical zip code. I guess a good analogy for this is the mailman knows how to get to your house, the specific address or location in the country, by the zip code. So I'm in Chicago 60656, right? Well, the musical zip code pertains to the key that you're playing in, and you want to get home. Home is the 1. That's what key you're playing in, so you want to resolve on the 1. That's going to be 98% of the songs you play are going to end on the 1. So to keep things simple, the musical zip code that pertains to progressions and turnarounds is 36251. 36251, if you kind of look up at C major, that would be E, A, D, G, C. E flat, that would be G, C, F, B flat, E flat. Okay, so now you're wondering, well, how does this fit in the songs, or how does this even make up a song? We will get to that in a minute, and then you'll see all the glory behind. Well, actually, it's really simple once you get this. And one thing I do want to point out about the 36251 is that it follows the circle of fourths. So now that we've mentioned the circle of fourths, I'm going to bring you down to the circle of fifths and fourths. So these are all the notes that we have on our Western uh, keys in our Western musical scale. So yeah, going counterclockwise is in fourths and going clockwise is in fifths. So say you want the 3, 6, 2, 5, 1 in the key of C. Well, we know that the 3 of C is E because it's written down right here. You'll get more familiar with that the more that you do it. So where's E at? Oh, let me use the finger. Alright, so counterclockwise fourths, clockwise fifths. So where's E at on here? We see it's down here. So that's the 3 for the key of C. The 6 is the A. 2, 5, 1. So say you're in the key of F and you want the 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. A, D, G, C, F. B flat, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. D, G, C, F, B flat, E flat. So you get the point. The whole progression system is based around the circle of fourths. That's how you get home. That's how you get to your key points. When you're turning your music around, how you get from one point to another. So when you hear a lot of guys going a lot of these filler in notes and all that stuff is all based off of what's going on here. You know that if you need to get to the 1 and you're at the 5, you're at the 5, it's only one step. If you're at the 2 and you need to get to the 1, to keep the plain bare bones way to get back is to put that 5 in between, because the 5 wants to resolve to the 1 more strongly than the D does because of the relationship. You see, the G is closer to C than the D is, so you use what's in between to get to where you want to go. So also there's the 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. That's just one before that. A fourth before the E is the 7. So 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1 in the key of B. What's the 7? Just to confirm, the 7 is a B. Come down here. 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. It's all related. So what this allows you to do is this allows you to get from point A to point B effortlessly and musically. And it sounds good while you do it. So now we're going to go into some congregational songs. And that's going to be in part 2. We're going to transcribe the congregational songs, and we're going to do a Marvin Sapp song, I Never Could Have Made It, just so we see how it doesn't just relate to congregational songs, but as well as contemporary Christian, gospel, however you want to look at it. All music follows this stuff. Alright, tune in for part 2.